I'm Young John and welcome to Toy Fair 2020.
Travis Hasbeck here for DC Direct at New York Toy Fair 2020. Gonna walk you around a little bit of our booth, show you some of the new cool stuff. Starting with the Stanley Lau Catwoman. Last year we did a Stanley Lau Supergirl, also based on the animated series, kind of merging the two worlds. Just a gorgeous piece capturing a lot of his line work, artwork, and what we really did was capture the cell shading. So one of the details you don't really get by still photography, but our painter, Michael Coward, did a great job capturing all the shadows and painting in fake shadows and highlights. So gorgeous piece in the round, you really have to see in the person to enjoy. Next up is a show reveal. It's the DC Designer Series by Greg Capullo, capturing a lot of detail, a lot of the angles. Another really fun piece to see in the round, of course, is from the Death in the Family with Joker and the cut off face. Really kind of eerie, creepy piece, but something we wanted to do for a long time and happy to finally bring it to you. And a show reveal, the Josh Middleton Batgirl. Josh Middleton, incredibly talented artist, has so many different styles, so picking just one was always hard. I think we kind of settled here, obviously. It's a gorgeous Batgirl. James Marsano, the sculptor, did a great job with art director Ray Tyra, really capturing the flow and elegant line work that you see in Josh Middleton's artwork. So again, gorgeous piece to see in person. Photos just don't do it justice. Our DC Designer Series mini statues. For those who missed the first run, it's a great line to collect in bulk. It offers our 12-inch statues at a 7-inch scale, still able to capture all the really great detail. The Greg Capullo medal, which came out 2 or 3 years ago. The Jim Lee Nightwing, of course. One of DC Direct's classic pieces, the Mike Mignola Batman. We have a Michael Turner Supergirl, and of course a Bruce Timm Harley. We've offered this everywhere from 7 inches to life size to 3 inches. It's just a fan favorite piece. Frank Cho Cover Girls. Another talented artist that we've been waiting to work with for a long time. We gave him our opportunity to work with our famous heroines and villains, starting off with the Batgirl, which you've probably seen, Supergirl and Harley Quinn. These are all production. Really excited about the direction of this line. And we challenged him to introduce retro costumes. So that's why you see the more retro Batgirl costume, the retro Supergirl. The base has all the retro logos, so it's a real fun twist on the CoverGirls line that separates it from anything done before it. The show reveal is the Poison Ivy, so the 4th figure in the line. Again, just a beautiful piece, so much detail in the painting of the costume and the corset, the leaves around the piece and wrapping through her hair. So another one of those pieces that you really need to see in the round to really appreciate all the detail in. And of course the classic Poison Ivy logo, which you don't see very much anymore. Lots of detail in the round, again. Have to see it in person to fully appreciate it. Next up, DC Artist Alley. Starting off, we'll have Brant Peters take on the Joker. Brant, of course, an icon in the vinyl industry. Just fun, twisted. There is just so many great details. There's faces everywhere, the smoke as he kind of puts himself through the organ grinder. It's just a beautiful, creepy, eerie piece, captured perfectly by Joe Menna, painted perfectly by Michael Coward. We're really looking forward to bringing to people later in 2020. Next up, we have the Brittany Lee Catwoman. Brittany Lee is a really famous 2D paper cut artist. So this is her work here. She does everything with hand cut paper, and trying to give that life was a challenge that we were really looking forward to. So again, the art director Brian worked really well with sculptor Jack Matthews, giving you these great details, making up what the back of this piece would look like, which obviously you don't get from the source artwork, but it just works perfectly and giving it the right depth, where it feels like the concept art, but works so well in the round. Another work in progress is the Attack Peter Batman. There's artwork hung up all over our office from him. So it was one of those, I don't know why it took so long to actually contact him, but we did, and we saw this Batman piece and we knew this was the one. So he does a lot of linoleum woodcut prints, as you can see. So trying to capture that detail is a really fun challenge. Jack has worked pretty tirelessly trying to add all the scallops in. There's a lot of small detail in a rather small piece. Of course, this is just the gray prototype, and we're going to go back and rework it, and we're getting close. But Attack Peter's a great artist, so we're really looking forward to this collaboration. Next up, Patrick Ballesteros. He has a line at any show he goes to. It's just a really fun, fan-friendly kind of artwork. He does a series called 25-Cent Wonders. So this is his take on our Bat characters. We're calling it Bat Family. It's Deathstroke capturing Robin and taking him probably to the Joker, which explains the little happy face on the tape. Fun little detail that I don't think anybody knows is we actually have Patrick's son that did the artwork for the base. And I know on his Instagram, it's always him and his son doing drawings, so offered the opportunity that if his son wants to design the base artwork, have at it. So we have Batman, Joker on this side, and then tucked away on the far side is his little Harley Quinn. So really cute, really adorable, but a fun collaboration for a whole family piece. Michael Coward again captured the paints, Brody Perkins did the sculpt, and last but not least, Zach Heffelfinger. He's actually an artist on SpongeBob. So of course you can see the inspiration there, the inspiration of Ren and Stimpy. It's just a really fun storytelling piece of how the Robins carry Batman throughout history and throughout time. We have our Damian Wayne Robin and our Nightwing and our Red Hood Robin struggling to keep Batman afloat. Fun piece. It was a joy to sculpt and work with. Joe Mena, Michael Coward again, just nailed the paints. This is our Batman Black and White. Last year we announced our 100th statue was Todd McFarlane, which you see here. This is actually production, so we were able to maintain the great line work, and it's just an epic piece. So that's our 100th. Our 101st is Frank Miller armored statue. 102 is our Jim Lee Batman. And then this is where it gets real interesting, is our 103 Bat Monster by Greg Capullo. From the Court of Owl storyline, one of those covers where as soon as we saw it, we knew we wanted to do a statue of it. Gene St. Jean did a great job sculpting, painting. There is so much detail, and he filled in so much of the work and just completely captured Greg Capullo's style. All the feathers, the ripped bat symbol, it's such a fun piece and so creepy. But also the painted highlights, it matches the cover perfectly. We'll do a Batman by Brian Bolland in November of 2020. And then early 2021, we have our Freddie Williams III. I've seen probably from Batman vs. Ninja Turtles, does this really hulking big Batman. So the juxtaposition of this hulking Batman and very delicately releasing his bat out into the wild, we've never done anything like it. So captured by Brody Perkins, who is the sculptor. It is a really fun piece. Again, so much going on in the round. And next up we have, again, one of those, I don't know why we didn't do it sooner, but Batman by Gaslight by Mike Mignola, sculpted, painted by Jonathan Matthews. He captures so much of the really hard-edged 2D artwork with the painted highlights and shadows. It's just an amazing piece to see in the round. It almost doesn't feel real. It's a really cool piece. This is just a collection of where the line has come from, some of our highlights that we were able to grab around the office. Last year was the first time we were able to show all 100 together, so we still have them a little bit, so we wanted to show them to everyone here. Another show reveal is the Joker Clown Prince of Crime. This is our companion piece to Batman Black and White, and who better to start the line than Brian Bolland. One of the most iconic images of Joker is through the Killing Joke. And in November, you can actually get your Killing Joke Batman and Killing Joke Joker. So a really cool addition to their 7-inch series. We also have a Jim Lee Joker, who for the longest time was actually selling Batman Black and White. So the best-selling Batman Black and White was a Joker by Jim Lee. So it only made sense to put him in full color, add him to this line, and kind of show what this line really can be. It would be weird if we put a really saturated purple onto a Brian Bolland, or put Joker by Jim Lee in a black suit. So we're going to be true to the original color scheme, being true to what the artist's first vision was. And then we'll also have a Joker by Lee Bermejo. Another great iconic piece from the Batman Black and White line, brought to life in full color. We have 5 pages of artists that we're ready to show for this line. We're just real excited to get going. Don't know why it took us so long to do it, but look for more, because we're going to probably do a similar cadence as Batman Black and White and aim for 6 or so a year. We have Harley Red, White, and Black below. We're with DC just a few floors above the editorials, so it's great to be so close to the artwork and see the variants art as they're coming in. So we definitely have first looks at everything, and I mean, it keeps us inspired to continue to produce great pieces like this. That's it from DC Direct at New York Toy Fair 2020. For more information, follow us on our Instagram and Facebook at DC Direct. All right, have a good show.